Hello. Hello and welcome. Welcome to Around the Town with Mark. I am Mark Whalen, your host. We are always glad to see you tune in and visit with us. We've got another great show for you today. Well, we all know this has been not the best spring. It's been a little cool, it's been a little damp, but that's all going to change. And before you know it, we're going to have beautiful summer weather. And we're all going to be looking for things that are fun to see and to do. We're very lucky to live in an area that's got lots of things to see and to do. But how do you know what's going on? How do you find out what's good to see and to do? And if you are coordinating an event, what's the best way to promote that event? Well, we've got the answers for you today. Allow me to introduce my guest. Today I have Susan Bailey. Susan Bailey is the program coordinator for Summer in the City. Well, welcome, Susan.
Thank you, Mark. I'm glad to be here.
Well, we're glad you're here, and we want to talk about all the great things that are coming up for Summer in the City. But first, tell us, what is Summer in the City?
Summer in the City is a community development initiative in the city of Groton. And it was established 3 years ago, this is our third year, in 2014 by the mayor and council. The reasoning behind it was we have many things going on in the city of Groton during the summer. We have classes, we have activities, we have events, we have so many things, but people didn't know about them. And one of the things that makes our community a wonderful place to live is that we do have these types of things going on. But if people don't know, that's definitely an issue. Summer in the City addresses quality of life by getting the word out for these many things that are available to us. Most of them are organized by volunteer groups, civic groups, that type of organization. They're primarily volunteer run, and they have limited resources, both financially and in manpower. So what Summer in the City does is we take a piece of the job, if you will, off of them. We remove partially the burden of promotions. So if you are part of an organization and you're planning, say, a concert, and you have your volunteers and you're doing your work and you're really good at that, you can go ahead with your regular promotions that you would do, your website, your Facebook, so forth. But Summer in the City will join forces with you, add your event to our promotions, and help get the word out for you.
That sounds very interesting. Now, it is a City of Groton initiative, as you just mentioned. What kind of a reach do you have in the community, and what are some of the events that we'll talk a little bit more about each event later on, but give me a little bit about the reach that you're looking for.
We have our own dedicated website. It is summerinthecitygroton.com. And it's set up on pages with a calendar. So there's a button for each month, and you hit that button, and it will bring up the calendar, a complete description of all the events that are registered with us, the links to their website, where to go for additional information, what the times are, where it is, if there's a fee, excuse me. And I will say that the great majority of the events that we promote are free community events, and that's really important. Virtually all of what we promote is family friendly, and free is really important if you have a family.
People love that word, free.
We all do.
We all love the word free. And I think that's going to get a lot of people's attention.
Yes, it does. So we have the website, and we have a very active Facebook page that in turn brings all of those events up for notice on the Facebook page. Right now we have about 700 people who are following it on a regular basis.
That's a nice number.
It is.
Yes.
It is. In early June, we will be having a print calendar coming out. It will be a one sheet two-sided in print, and it will come in everyone's mailbox
Oh,
in the Groton and Mystic Times, the free weekly papers.
right, yep.
So it will
yep.
be coming out in that, and everyone who gets that newspaper will receive this.
And that newspaper has a pretty good reach.
It
correct?
does, because it's free. Again, free.
Free,
And
yep.
it goes everywhere. We did this last year, and during the summer, I had a good number of people tell me, oh yes, I have that calendar on my refrigerator, so that people can refer to it all the time. We'll be doing some print advertising for some of the special events, mainly. Most of the print advertising will drive people to our website so that they can see everything that's going on. So it'll be reminders, go to that website, go to that website. And then, interestingly, I wanted to mention, we also do flyers for a number of the events. We did a Survey Monkey at the end of the season, our first 2 years, and there was a very clear indication that the most common way that people find out about summer in the city is word of mouth, no surprise.
Right.
Facebook, and the
No
flyers.
surprise.
And the flyers. So, yeah, and the flyers, one of the places that we have them is at the municipal building. We also put copies of that calendar. I make extra copies, we have those out. And people are coming to the City of Groton Municipal Building to conduct, government business. TVC is there, Groton Utilities is there, there are classes in the auditorium and so forth. So there's a lot of public traffic for multiple reasons.
So even in our world today of Facebook and everyone on their little handhelds,
I know.
something old-fashioned like a flyer is actually still effective.
We were very surprised.
Now, managing all these components
Mm-hmm.
of Summer in the City, does that, I take it, fall under your job description?
It does.
So you would be the go-to person
That is correct.
for anyone seeking to promote their events?
Yes. I have a form that will ask, it's very, very straightforward, short, asks for the required information, what, where, when, who, and so on. And if you email me, if you're organizing an event and you email me your request that you want to get on here on the website, I will forward the form to you. All you have to do is fill it out, get it back to me, and you're in.
How do you get the word out? What is the primary vehicle that you use to get the word out to people that are promoting events in our area, to let them know that you are there to help them, you are there, this is what I do, this is how I can help you? How do you get the word out to all those people in our community that are looking to have an event for the season?
We have a mailing list that includes all of the civic organizations that we could find contact information for. Again, we do a lot of word of mouth. Organizations like the Groton Business Association, which I am involved in, and the Greater Mystic Chamber of Commerce post that Summer in the City is here, this is what we do, this is how to reach them. I do a lot of television appearances with people like you to help get the word out. So, and I talk to people. I talk to people everywhere, and that actually helps quite a bit. So I have a lot of ambassadors in the community.
Excellent, excellent. Well, that it's almost like delegating a little bit.
It is.
It's always very, very helpful.
Can't do it without a team.
And for our viewers who are looking for things to do in the summer and having fun and taking advantage of these wonderful events that you are helping to promote, can they also go to your website or contact you if they're looking for something in particular? Are they able to use your Summer in the City website for that?
Absolutely. One of the pages that is on the website is This Week. So if you're looking for something to do this week, you can go and look, and everything that is on that section of the calendar has been transcribed onto this week. So it really goes by dates. If you go and there's not a search engine, it's not that advanced. So you can't go in and look for all the concerts. But we have everything highlighted, so it's really easy to navigate. It's a pretty simple website. And right now, there are over 100 events already on it.
I was just going to ask you, when is that up and running, and when can people go onto that website and see what's coming up, and how often is that updated? So say today somebody's looking for something in June, perhaps you might have a few things already listed for June, but that will change. So they need to come back often to your website to see what's updated and how that's changing.
If someone sends me an event that they want promoted, if it's on a short timeline, I will make every effort to get it up there virtually immediately. If you have a long timeline, it may not go up for a couple of days. But if you email me today and you have something coming up next week, I am going to make it my business to make sure it gets up.
Excellent.
Yes.
Excellent.
That's part of the community piece of what we're doing. It's we're not a corporation. We are here to serve the community, and that's what I do.
That's good. So you're serving the community on both sides. You're serving those people who are putting these events together, and you're serving the people who want to go see those events. So
it's the beauty of community development.
And it's, again, it's sort of a one source. You're the one to let everybody know what's going on and help them make that happen.
I want to try.
You want to try?
We normally, our first 2 years, we launched at basically Memorial Day weekend, which of course is this weekend. But
already, can you believe that?
Hardly.
All of a sudden.
We did start a little early this year because of Connecticut's Submarine Century. I am cross-promoting all of the Submarine Century events that are occurring within the city of Groton, and there were a number of those in May. So I went ahead and activated the website.
So you've been on a roll already for a month.
So we've already been up, and we will continue right through until the end of September.
That's wonderful. Absolutely. So tell me a little bit about, let's talk about some of the events.
Okay.
And obviously, as just mentioned, it's Submarine Century.
It is.
Which, we are a military community.
Yes.
Last year, it was the anniversary of the Coast Guard, which was also wonderful and something wonderful to celebrate. And this year, it's the Navy's turn.
That's right.
So let's talk a little bit about Submarine Century.
These initiatives, last year's Coast Guard Summer and this year's Submarine Century, are really also at least partially functioning as community development, but on a much broader basis. So, all of the communities, and actually Submarine Century is statewide. There were submarines built in Bridgeport, but the center of Submarine Century is right here
Of course
in
it is.
Groton.
It is right here in Groton.
Submarine capital of the world.
The submarine capital of the world. It's been that way for a long time.
That's
and
right.
Hallelujah, it will stay that way for a long time.
That's right.
Yeah.
So we are celebrating here in Groton and in the surrounding towns the 100th anniversary of the first submarines coming up the Thames River. That happened in October 1915.
Oh, what a major,
It's huge.
huge thing to celebrate.
In June 1916 was the original designation of Submarine Base New London and the establishment of the sub-school. So when we became aware of these anniversaries, Mayor Galbraith of the city of Groton actually spearheaded the initiative to put together Submarine Century and formed an executive committee of stakeholders, which decided that we should celebrate for a whole year because we can. So we started in October of last fall. The first event, one of the first events I know was the Groton Fall Festival. And we will continue right through the Groton Fall Festival again this year. But the summer, of course, is when the greatest majority of Submarine Century events are occurring.
And I would assume then you're also working with folks from the Navy base?
Yes.
To coordinate
Very closely.
With letting them inform you of what's going on and,
Yes.
and what they want to be have promoted?
Yes, they have been really, really wonderful. They're running a submarine base. They are a very important Navy installation, and yet they are involved in our community,
Oh, that's terrific.
and that's important.
Well, we're excited here. I've got, as coming up as guests later on in June, I am going to have Groton City Mayor Marion Galbraith
Good.
and the Commandant of the Navy base, Captain
Whitescarver.
Yeah, so
Terrific.
we're having them both in the same show, and so we'll be dedicating that
You'll
show
learn a lot more
to
about Century.
Submarine Century and all the wonderful things that we can do
Mm-hmm.
as our community to show the Navy
Mm-hmm.
base, everyone that's associated with them, our families that sacrifice for us, that we love them.
We do.
And we are so proud in our area to have them as such an
Yeah.
important part of our community. So
You know,
it's very
they're
exciting.
a really important component of our communities here, economically, culturally, socially. So
It's-
and it's another thing that Submarine Century is doing is helping to make people aware of how closely intertwined the submarine base and the host communities and the surrounding communities are. So
Tell me a little bit more about some of the other events
All right.
that you've got going. Let's talk about some of them. And,
Yes,
and
let's.
Some of the major ones that are coming up
Okay.
that people, our viewers, will love to hear about.
alrighty.
So, everybody that's out there, get a pen and pencil and start writing these down on a pen and
Or
put them.
at the very least, go
Get-
to my website,
Go to the website.
mark it as a bookmark it.
Or get out your little handheld right now, put in that calendar, and start plugging it in. So, anyway, go
All right,
ahead.
one of our first events is on June 11th. It's a Saturday, and it is Connecticut Open House Day. It is the, I believe, 12th annual Connecticut Open House Day. What Summer in the City started doing 3 years ago, we have an incredible historic district here on Groton Bank, the historic village of Groton Bank. And there are multiple sites on Groton Bank that are historic treasures, really.
Yes, there are.
Most of them are small, not that well known, but they have very important stories. So what Summer in the City started doing was putting them together as a package. So our piece of Open House Day will be Connecticut Open House Day on Groton Bank.
All right.
We will have participating sites are the Avery Kopp Museum, the Ebenezer Avery House, the Bill Memorial Library, I believe the Groton Congregational Church, which is architecturally
It's
amazing.
an amazing place. It's truly beautiful.
Of
It has
course.
a Tiffany windows, remember?
I didn't know
It
that was
does.
a Tiffany window.
It has a beautiful Tiffany window. It certainly does.
The Rosette?
It has no, not the, it's further on down towards the front. It's not
I
the
guess I'll have
Rosette,
to go
but
there on
you'll have
Open
to go
House
there.
Day.
Yes, you will. Yes.
What else? Of course, Fort Griswold.
I was going to just say,
and the
Fort
Museum
Griswold
House.
and the museum
Yep,
as well.
they'll be
Yeah.
open.
And all of these places are all within easy walking distance
Yes.
of each other.
And you can begin your tour with an architectural walking tour, which starts at 10:30 in the morning from the Bill Memorial Library front entrance. So that's another piece.
Excellent.
So that is June 11. June 25, Citywide Yard Sale Day.
Oh, listen, everybody. Yard sale, tag sale. Oh boy.
city of
Start cleaning out
Groton-
your garage right now.
If you haven't started, start now.
Yeah, you heard it here.
And then email me with your address so we can get you on our online map. And we will be delivering Summer in the City posters with our logo, and those are very helpful if you post them at your sale because people see those and they go, oh, there's a sale right up there. So that last year we had, I believe, 65 yard sales in the city of Groton on Citywide Yard Sale Day.
That's a big number.
That is a big number.
That's a big number.
It was like a community-wide party. We had people coming. I hosted a sale myself, and we had people coming, and they were just having so much fun.
Oh, so people can just get that map and they
Yes.
can just, they
Yes.
can map it ahead of themselves.
And it brought a lot of new people into our community who are not familiar with the city of Groton. They may know about the city of Groton, they may hear about it, but they haven't been here. So
And
they
we have so many beautiful pockets.
do.
I live over near Eastern Point
Yep.
Beach, and we've got a beautiful historic neighborhood
Yes.
there too, with those beautiful homes. So going around to a city yard sale is also like almost peeking in people's windows.
in a way,
In a way.
but not so creepy.
Right.
All right, so that's Citywide Yard Sale Day, and that is on June 25th. And then in July, we have a wonderful event also
Really?
on
Do you?
on Groton Bank at
And
the
what would
Bill
that be?
Memorial Library. That would be Art on Groton Bank. And I know that you are very involved, so you tell me a little bit about
I
that.
was wondering whether you were going to mention Art on Groton Bank. Art on Groton Bank is a fabulous outdoor art festival. It's held this year on Saturday, July 16th. It's going to run from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And we're going to take over the grounds of that beautiful Bill Memorial Library, 240 Monument Street, walking distance to Fort Griswold. We're going to have artists, artisan, crafters displaying and selling all kinds of beautiful work. We're going to have delicious food. We are going to have live music. We're also going to have an historic walking tour at 12 noon. And we are going to have a flag line. We are going to have baked goods. We're going to have, in celebration of Submarine Century, we are going to have a submarine-related photography, jewelry photography show.
Oh, lovely.
We're going to have a student art exhibit. And ARC of New London County, with help from Grasso Gardens, we are having submarine-shaped cookies. Submarine-shaped cookies.
I love that.
And Grasso Gardens, the students there have...
Grasso Tech.
Grasso Tech, excuse me. Grasso Tech has designed two little wooden submarines for us that our visitors can paint. So we're
I'm
gonna
coming.
have-
I'm going to paint one,
we're-
and I'm getting a submarine cookie.
It's
Totally.
you got to have a submarine
Totally.
cookie. You got to come and have a submarine cookie. So, thank you for letting me talk a little bit about Art in Groton Bank. Everybody put that on their calendar. We had a really fun day last year. It's going to be a fun day this year, and
It will be.
It's going to be. And up there, we're high up. You get the breezes. There's lots of beautiful trees for shade.
And an amazing view.
Come, have some lunch, listen to some music, maybe buy a piece of art or a little garden ornament, or just have some fun. So
I'll be there. You'll be there.
I have to be there.
We want everybody to be
We want
there.
everybody to be there. So definitely mark it on your calendar. Saturday, July 16th, Art on Groton Bank. So thank you for letting me plug.
My pleasure.
All right.
And now I'm going to make a plug for myself.
Okay, go right ahead.
Two of the events that I am involved with through my activities with the Groton Business Association are both at Groton New London Airport, and they are on August 19th. August 19th is National Aviation Day. And last year and the year before, Summer in the City hosted and helped to organize an outdoor walking tour of the airport. We had 400 people come to the tour last year. We will be doing it again. We have even more in store. We have components of the submarine history that we're folding in. So it's going to be National Aviation Day and Submarine Century. Yes, go to the website, get the times, come. It is going to be amazing. For kids from 6 to 96.
Oh, wow. And I'm one of those older kids.
That evening,
People love airplanes and airports for
How
some
could you
reason.
not?
Last
They're
year,
so
I went
exciting.
last year, and it was so busy. It was so popular. And
Yes.
if I remember correctly, you're all over the place.
yes,
You-
over the
you-
entire
the
facility.
entire facility of the airport.
People don't realize how much is going on at our airport, but we want you to know. So come on the tour. It's really a blast. The other thing that is happening on that day is the Air and Sea celebration, and that is. It's going to be a big party. It's going to be in the North Hangar at the Mystic Jet
Party,
Center.
everybody.
That's right, at the Mystic Jet Center. That is helping. They're helping to sponsor the event. by donating this wonderful, huge hangar to have a party in. I mean, seriously, does that say party?
A party in a hangar? That's fun. That
We will
sounds fun.
have two bands, the Sue Menhart Band and Woolly Mammoth. Both of them are very well-known local blues bands. We will have, of course, airplanes.
Oh, yeah.
We will have locally brewed beers, restaurant food, local foods, restaurant
yep,
food.
yep.
So that is going to be amazing. Again, full details on the website.
Sounds incredible,
I
Susan.
really want to highlight that an event that's coming up on June 21st, and that is in the city of Groton. It's at Washington Park,
Okay.
and it is a birthday bash, a submarine century birthday bash.
Oh, a birthday
from-
party in Washington Park, which is a beautiful
Yes.
park. If anyone's not
Yes.
familiar with it, it's a great park.
It
It's
is
fun.
free.
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 There's that word again, free.
There
You
will
heard it
be
here first.
music. The cartels are playing. There will be food trucks. The city is putting on the grills. There will be a DJ. There will be a huge birthday banner for everyone to sign for the submarine base.
Oh, this is terrific.
Tons and tons of things. Full details, go to that website.
This is terrific.
I know we're running out of time. I have two real quick things.
Okay, go ahead, real quick.
The
Don't go
water,
away.
the water taxi.
The water taxi. Oh my gosh, we have to mention the water taxi.
The water taxi starts on June 10th, and it will be running every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. They have their own website. They're on my website. They're on the Thames River Heritage Park website. And the last thing was we have a new farmers market coming into town Tuesdays, 3 to 6, Washington Park, multiple stands, lots going on.
Well, Susan, this is terrific. Well, you've got a lot on your plate. You've got a lot to do.
It's so much
You've got a
fun.
lot. Oh, well, I thank you for being here today.
I love coming to
Sharing
visit
all
you.
of these wonderful things. And I want our guests to know that check out Susan's website, contact her if you've got an event that you want promoted. There's tons of stuff, as we just told you, that's going on in the city of Groton this season. A lot more that we haven't been able to talk about today
Yes.
that you'll be able to find on that website. Again, I have to promote Art on Groton Bank. And we also still have space available, by the way. If you are an artist or a crafter or you've got something that you like, please contact me and we'll set you up and we'll get you some space. And if we have anyone out there, if you have an idea for something that you'd like to see, an event or a person or something that you'd like to see on Around the Town with Mark, please contact me and we'll see what we can do. I want to thank again Susan, my guest today. I
Thank
want to
you,
thank
Mark.
all my viewers. Please tune in again to see us real soon. Thank you for joining us on Around the Town with Mark, and we will see you again very soon, and enjoy the summer and all these great events. Thank you.